Welcome. Good morning, everybody. O'Don here, your traffic jockey in the Tri-State Traffic Show, Traffic Center. Your TJ here this morning, and welcome to the big broadcast from early Tuesday, already August 16th. You know, where is this summer gone, right? Unbelievable stuff. Welcome. We are up and running now at 7:10 on this gorgeous early Tuesday morning. Temperature-wise, things are really in great shape. We'll have a look at the forecast coming up in just a couple of moments from our friend Jon Rocco. He has provided the forecast for myself. Johnny is still getting himself ready for school here, so I will be handling the duties, the on-air duties for Johnny here this morning. We again are on Facebook. We are on YouTube and Twitter. The comment section, I'm going to open that up here momentarily. Give it another about a minute to populate out there to the entire world. Just a little bit of a slight delay, not by much, just a little bit. We'll get things rolling here in just a couple of moments. Wow, tough evening last night for both the Yankees and the Mets. Yankees losing skid continues here. Mets just got destroyed by the Atlanta Braves. Just got wiped out like 13-1, I think, somewhere around there. But anyway, they'll hopefully recover after that. But the Yankees need some changes or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that's supposed to go, but yeah. So tough New York sports from last night. All right, friends, let's do this. Let's get into our action here this morning. I am still trying to get Johnny's weather slides into the show, so I may take just a moment to do that. Some reason it's not letting me put up the slides here. Pardon me as I look off camera, because that's the only way I can see what I'm doing here. We have to go there. This half hour is sponsored by the wonderful Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com, located there in historic Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. All right, so let's go to the incident page here, so you don't have to watch me having my eyes all over the place. You can take a look at that screen there for a moment. I'm trying to, if you give me a second, I'm just trying to get John's slides into the broadcast. For some reason, it's just taking a really long time today. I don't know why. What's going on here? Let's see if this will, okay, so that's working. That is working. Come on. Beautiful. Okay. You know what it is that John makes these slides in PowerPoint, and slides that I use are, or at least for the program that I use, I have to use Google Slides. So for some reason it wasn't, didn't want to connect. My internet, or it's just my computer. Well, we know it's the computer. The computer is just, it's having a tough time. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's get to it here. Unfortunately, 37 is a little backed up in Hooper Avenue. We've got 2 lanes shut there. Accident investigation. Unanticipated construction delays. 208 heading north from Cedar Hill up to just past Ewing Avenue and Franklin Lakes. That's for milling and paving. Also 80, there's a jackknife tractor trailer eastbound of east of exit 4. Our lane is down there. 130 has a fuel spill as well, northbound. That's on the shoulder here this morning. So a little bit of a tough start for New Jersey. Alexandra, good morning. As always, welcome. Thank you so much. So here comes Anna as well. There's Anna. Very nice. Buenos dias. Good morning to you. So Alexandra and Anna are our chat moderators. So as you post up a comment there this morning, they'll kind of just take a glance over it. And Tegan Elizabeth, good morning to you. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. And Tegan, well, I don't know if you'd like to tell us about where you're coming in from, let us know. You just tell us New Jersey, Connecticut, New York City, Scotland, or wherever you may be from. But anyway, so Anna and Alexandra are chat moderators there. Again, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. All right, so let's go to Go to 37 first. There is a camera here. Let's just see if it's in service now. And we'll see what visuals we have. Only visuals we have are a lot of sun glare. Okay. So it's just past here. It's just past here. Let's see. T. Elizabeth, good morning. I'm from Hoboken. Very nice. Very nice. I'm sure it's a beautiful morning to be out for a run or a walk along Frank Sinatra Drive there, Washington Street. A bike ride along that stretch there. Wind coming off the Hudson River. It's a nice spot. So welcome. So I'm not seeing that much of a delay. So again, they're saying the two right lanes are shut. That section to 37 is, 4 lanes basically. So we'll watch for that. 208. Let's go back to the maps because I think I can show you on here. It's right in here. It's right up in here. There it is, Cedar Hill Ave, up to Ewing Ave, right in here. I know a lot of the teachers at Ramapo High School are glad that they're doing this now and not in about 10 days or so when supervisors have to report to school. So get this construction out of the way now before school starts, repave 208. So, yeah, so get that out of the way. Oh my gosh. Can't believe school's going to start here in about 2 weeks for some, right? It's kind of crazy, quite honestly. All right, so that's a little bit of a backup. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep monitoring that to see when that finally clears up. Go out to 80 here with that other fuel spill. I don't see anything that we write in here. I would think it's either on the shoulder or possibly cleared. 78 is good. The Turnpike Parkway is fine. A little bit of congestion here on the Turnpike heading south here into 15E and then east on the Bay Extension at 14. That's all that wicked sun glare you saw, especially on 37. The rest of the state is fine. Parkway, 195, Turnpike, all the way down to the AC Expressway, 55 and 42. Coming in here is a little bit backed up, 295, 30, 322 is fine. And again, everything down towards Cape May Wildwood is in great shape. Can't really say that is going to be any kind of a delay. Way too far. All right, so let's stick to the schedule here now. Let's go to John's slide, and this is from our Chief Meteorologist in Training, Mr. Jon Rocco, out of Rutgers University. He's also the president of the Weather Watchers Club. So today, partly, mostly sunny out there, maybe some high wispy clouds. So really is just a beautiful start here for a Tuesday morning. Temps are reflecting that nice crisp start up there in Newton at 60, 61 or so. Trenton into the lower 60s, a little warmer in Atlantic City around 68. And in Cape May at just about 65. Let's take a look at the 5 boroughs here this morning. Temps into the mid 60s. We'll hold that strong there for the time being. I would probably have to say for Teagan, Elizabeth, and Hoboken, we're probably looking at about 60. I would say 63. Fortunately, I don't have any reporting stations in Hoboken to tell you. I would say into the about 63, 64 there. Mid 60s in central Suffolk, up towards the North Shore, about 66, a little warmer there. So again, where temperature gradient is fairly good, when we get to the Hudson Valley into the upper 50s to lower 60s or so. I'm just going to see what, let's just see if I bring up our Monticello. Monticello's at 57. Ooh, that's nice and crisp. Yeah. So 59 there in Middletown. We go to southwestern Connecticut now along the shoreline, lower 60s, upper 50s. So Waterbury, Torrington, and Hartford coming in at 61. Let's take a look at John's forecast for today. Mix of sun and clouds, so pretty decent day on tap. No rain in store, so that's good news. But you can see temps are being held back by maybe some of the clouds and the sea breeze there. 77 in Cape May, 81 at Islip, 82 in Freehold. So just hovering around 80 degrees, give or take either side, a couple degrees. Probably the highest we'll see maybe would be 83 in Central Park, but nothing, southwestern blowtorch type temperatures that we've certainly seen over the last couple of weeks. Although I did get a sneak peek at the 7-day weather forecast, which come up at 7:45. It is going to get a little warmer around here. When will that take place? Oh, well, you'll just have to stick around to 7:45 and let you know. What a tease, right? This half-hour programming is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, cranfordvanillabeancreamery.com. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Head over to 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford for the best ice cream in the land. Here's a look of some of just the great offerings that he has. The cotton candy ice cream, that's a favorite of Anna and her daughter, I should say. Cappuccino Crunch, Oreo cheesecake. I mean, there is just so many different flavors to choose from. And when Anna was up there last week, he was in the back cooking up some new flavors, I think is what she said. So we'll see what's on tap, what's in store on the menu bar there for the Vanilla Bean Creamery. I would have to imagine he's probably just putting the final touches on the recipes for the fall flavors. That would be the pumpkin flavor. Trying to think what else he does. Oh, I know it's pumpkin and the apple cider donuts. Apple cider donut. That one's good too. It's got the apple cider donuts from Dreyer's Farm, also in Cranford. So it's a nice cooperation between local businesses there. But again, you can see the great cotton candy ice cream, the party cake, cookie dough. He also has the wonderful sorbets, which are dairy-free, peach mango, lemon sorbet, and the blood orange sorbet, which are absolutely delicious and creamy. Also, he has some sugar-free options. He has frozen yogurt. He has the Dole pineapple whip, along with the raspberry whip. So, definitely something for everybody. And also, everybody likes ice cream cake, right? So you can have a small cake from 4 to 8 people, all the way up to a monster sheet cake of 40 people. I'd love to see one of those. I'm hopefully that he will be able to get one into the shop soon and take some pictures for us. But for any occasion, birthdays, any type of celebration, that is the all occasion cake from the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Once again, we thank Ralph for sponsoring this half hour of programming here on the big broadcast. Let's go back to the action here this morning. And what we will do here is we will go to New York City now, and we'll check out our incident page here this morning. Anna, let's see here. Believe it or not, Ralph was working on a cornbread blend. I was intrigued, but not enough to sway from the cotton candy flavor. Cornbread. Interesting. That's a new one for me. Cornbread blend ice cream. I wonder what that could be. What do we think that would? What do you think that would be for? I mean, maybe it's literally cornbread ice cream. He's got cornbread pieces inside of the vanilla ice cream with kind of a corn flavor. Interesting. That intrigues me too. Yes, I am intrigued as well, Anna. Absolutely. Wow. Okay. Now you got me thinking of corn ice cream, although I've heard of that before, but I've never actually seen it or tasted it. That can be a nice little partnership with the local farm as well, getting the corn. And actually, he's in a good spot because he has one of the only working farms left in Union County, New Jersey. And it's amazing. A small town like Cranford actually has a working farm. It's just wild. But that place is jammed. It's like Delicious Orchards. It's jammed every weekend. You can't even get into the place. There's no. I mean, they just take up street parking. Everything is it's nuts. Where am I going with this? Oh, and then he has a bakery right next to his shop. So he's got for a while there. Actually, um he was having the bakery make chocolate chip cookies for him. And then what he would do is you would come in and build your own kind of ice cream sandwich with the chocolate chip cookies. You could roll it in anything you want. That was a couple of years ago that he had that. But he's in a good spot right there in downtown Cranford. Let's go to the action here in the city now. Southern Parkway westbound at Springfield Boulevard. Okay. I believe they're talking about here. Right there. First, let's go to the FDR Drive. No drive, leave the 5. Let's see. Um, Up in this area here. What did it say that was? No. Let's see. Oh, the LIE. How could the FDR Drive be? Oh, well, by 495, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Right in here. That's north coming towards us. But surprisingly, there is no camera here. Here. That's heavy there at 48th Street. Up a little bit more, 53rd. That's at 53rd. Up one more. Let's see. It's kind of moving. Well, you know what? Let's go to the city camera, not the city cameras, the state cameras, because they have Long Island, so it's right in here. There's a ton of cameras in here, so we can expand. Okay, this one, no, no. Why did they move this camera? What is going on here now? Let's see. Let's go to the videotape. So it is. Where are you? You still have to kind of come around the corner here. I don't understand why they didn't move this camera. This is the camera I feel like if they had spun it around the other side, would have been able to get it. When was this incident put in the system? 7:06. That's 2 minutes ago. It's possible also Inform had a shift change too. It's certainly a possibility. So it's right in here just before. So it's west and the southern, just before Elmont Road and the Cross Island. That is what we're dealing with here with this crash. We're back to exit, just almost to exit 15 now with this collision. Hopefully everyone is okay, but that's what we're dealing with. I'm surprised it's not on the Long Island page. It's technically Long Island. So well, they do have it. Yeah. One lane may be closed. Okay. West on the LIE. 5351 entrance ramp is shut. So let's go there for the island. Let's see here. Heard somebody kind of peeling out down the street. I don't know. I gotta tell you, so many of these local streets by me, these people are just flying. I mean, it's like they're right up on your bumper on a local street. You know, I've had a situation where I almost thought somebody was going to pass me on a local, very very local, you know, town road. Like, whoa, what are we doing here? No, 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 no. Looks like the entrance ramp here is what's shut. Westbound LIE Park Avenue. So it looks like the entrance ramp is closed, but from what side here? From the northbound side, southbound side? Now I have to say it's probably from the northbound side, right in here. But, you know, friends, doesn't look like it's causing a terrible, you know, deal. Let's go to the Meadowbrook. The Wantagh is starting to see a lot of traffic here, getting up through 106. So something may have just cleared up before we came on the air. LI a little sluggish at 135. Some pockets of delays getting into Vets Highway going west. Sunrise Highway 111 347 is good. 2025A is fine. Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton, East Hampton. What else is new there on Sunrise Highway? It is a bacchanal of traffic. Let's go back into the city now because I don't want to overlook some things. You know, west on the belt here, it's fairly busy because there's construction for the upper level to the Verrazano back into Staten Island. Yep, that's Borough Park. Thank you very much. Staten Island is in good shape on the expressway and 440. We continue over to the Gowanus Expressway is busy here. Obviously, getting onto the top of the world into the BQE. Both ways here, heading south is really slow as you come out to the Brooklyn Bridge. Southbound BQE is heavy from Queens Boulevard all the way down the line to the Williamsburg Bridge. Midtown Tunnel is about 10. Ed Koch is about 10. North on the FDR Drive, again with that crash just before the Queensboro Bridge. West on the LIE, we're heavy here this morning out by the fairgrounds, and then both ways, the Van Wyck heavy at Hillside Avenue. East on the belt, they're saying there's a crash this morning. But before we do that, let me switch the banner. This half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley, darley-newman.com. And we'll talk to you more about her upcoming program at 7:45. So the eastbound side of the belt is a little tied up just before the curve there. Let's go to the cameras. I think there's 2 cameras there. Got. Now we'll have to see if this is on the service road or there's the belt at Springfield. Belt at Guy Brewer, buried in traffic. Now we got to go to the city cameras because that camera there, for some reason, is not on the state's page. Agencies just not talking to each other. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I digress. And the camera works. So I think it's right up in here. Whatever is going on, it's just before the curve here for Sunrise Highway, just out by the beginnings of Sunrise Highway there. That's why that is little jammed up. Cross Island busy up to the Grand Central. You know, Whitestone Expressway up to the Whitestone Bridge is heavy. Throgs Neck is heavy as well. So is the Whitestone itself. South on the FDR Drive, heavy here. The Harlem River Drive getting out to the RFK. Got my letters mixed up. West in the Cross Bronx, same thing on the Bruckner, heading south here out the Bronx River Parkway. That's a little bit busy. east coming off the George is heavy, but the northern sections of the Bronx are in a little bit of a tough shape here. Looks like we got a crash on the Bronx River Parkway as you cross into southern Yonkers this morning. So I'm thinking that is on the Hudson Valley page. Take a look at that. Bronx River Parkway, there it is, north, south of Yonkers Avenue. Left and centers are out. So we want to go back to our cameras again. Let's do this. Right in here, I think there's a bunch of cameras. According to them, they got 15 cameras. I do believe they're all in the wrong spot. This is like Gun Hill Road. Northbound that heads away. That's fine there. It's further up the line. Yeah, this is that weird one. Fish Islands. Okay, so no cameras there. So if you're coming out of the Bronx here, you can maybe stay with Route 1. You could go that way, road, or if you want to, I keep saying Route 1, but what is it actually? Boston Road. That's what I thought. So it's a heavy ride out of Wakefield in the Bronx up to Mount Vernon here this morning. So look for that. North on the Hutch, a little busy here over by North Street. New England Thruway is fine. Let's go to Southwestern Connecticut. We'll jump into the incident page there. 7:36 is your time. You're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show here for a very early Tuesday morning. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Please post up a comment in the comment section. Join myself, Anna, Tegan, Elizabeth, and Alexandra for the ride. Let's do this. So delays 95, 26, 11, 7 through 5. The Merritt 46, 42, 40 through 37. Just our typical morning here. Maybe a little bit heavier here in Bridgeport and Fairfield than we've seen before. But again, it's a Tuesday. I think as you get later in the week, this week, next week are going to be fairly quiet weeks, volume wise. And as soon as we hit Labor Day after that, that's where I don't think really fully everything really will kick in until probably like the 12th or 13th of September when everybody in the tri-state is back to school. Some start school that Wednesday after Labor Day. Others wait for another couple of days the following Monday. So I'm thinking like 13th, 14th of September. That's when it's going to be game on. 287 is good here in Lower Westchester. South on the Thruway, picking up a little sluggishness here by the plaza. So let's go over there. Let's check that out. It's fine here, 14B. Just a little blip in the road there. Hudson Valley, the Thruway, Route 6, that's fine. 84 looks good. Do I have the Hudson Valley page up? No, let's go there again. Something on Route 9 should not be in the red like that. Nothing reported. Okay. Down here, looks like there's some kind of construction. By T. Weber Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric. Out by East Mountain Road, Albany Post Road. From this area here, just keep that in mind. 84 is fine through Ludingtonville. 84 going west here in Brewster is busy out to 684. 684 is fine. Croton Falls, Purdy's, Golden's Bridge, and Katona. Traverse all the way down into beautiful Purchase here this morning. So yeah, so there we go. All right, friends, let's do the transit piece here at 7:39. Again, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Please post up a comment, say hello, tell us where you're watching us from, and if you have any personalized requests, if you want to talk classic TV shows or some sports as well, we'll throw that in here on the show. Raritan Valley line 650 departure from Raritan's canceled, mechanical issues. Also, departure from Lake Apacong will operate. That's good news. Main Bergen line and Suffering is up to 30 minutes late. Also, the A10 arrival and the Suffering is currently delayed at Seekonka Station. River Line 642 Trenton departure is canceled due to mechanical issue. Look for that. Let's see. At Journal Square, concourse elevator connecting platforms, tracks 1 and 2 back in service. Okay. Let's go to the MTA. I bring you the MTA. C line, southbound C and E running with delays. We addressed the signal problem of 14th Street. Okay, look for that. Let's go to the rails now. Wow, what's going on here at the Long Island Railroad? So Babylon 649 doing Atlantic Terminal 1015 through Wantagh due to ongoing equipment trouble. What's the delays here at Belmont Park? They don't even run service. Customers can expect delays in the Penn Station every 5 to 10 minutes due to track condition in one of the East River tunnels. Okay. A little like New Jersey Transit. They populate everything all in one thing. Some caffeine here. Let's see. All right, so let's see where we want to go. Let's go back to the maps now. Let's check this out. We'll go back to New Jersey now. Let's see. West on 80, a little heavy here at 287, but you know, it's typical fare there. Excuse me. Let's see what else we got. Parkway both ways out through Bloomfield is busy. Both ways 280 across the Stickle Drawbridge. That is heavy. You know what? Let's do the Hudson River crossings now. Gander at those. I still have to eat breakfast. Wow. 15 on average across the board. You know, just typical stuff for the morning ride. Let's go back to the maps now. Both ways 195, little banged up here. Looks like we have a crash at 130. So let's go to Jersey page, see if anything has come through. I don't think there has any problems. Check this out. Of course the camera's out. Why is the camera always got to be out the one you want, right? Unless they took out the pole. I doubt it. Okay. All right, so that is west on 195. Was that west or east? Going east. Okay, so it looks like they crashed east at 130. Let's see here. Working that early morning grind today. Good morning, Don. Yeah. Hey, Justin. Good morning, pal. Wow. He's got the early morning shift. Do I know anything about that? Do I know anything about getting up at 2:30 in the morning? I wonder. I don't think I've ever been up that early before in my life. The last 20 years, I think I've been up more at 2:30 in the morning than I've been asleep. Let's see here. We go down to Mount Laurel here this morning. Yes, Justin says, oh, yeah. JG, he's got young daughter, and he's got another one on the way, coming soon. Coming soon. Um, he is really shot. As long as you don't go back into the Red Bull stuff, Justin, don't do that. Oh my goodness. I've worked with this guy for 20 years, and I've seen him jacked up on the Red Bull out of the vending machine, and it was just like the Energizer Bunny. Wow, talking about bouncing off the walls. Ooh, one after the next. Stuff is potent. 42.55 heavy here in the Deptford area as we continue over towards Atlantic City, Somers Point, Ocean City, Avalon, Seattle City, Cape May, Wildwood. Everything is looking good. All right, so 7:45 is our time. We brought Justin into the conversation just at the right time here to do a little weather from both of us. Our very good friend, Chief Meteorologist in Training, Mr. Jon Rocco, from the astute Higher Institute of Learning, Rutgers University in beautiful Piscataway, New Jersey. President of the Weather Watchers Club. Justin was part of that club as well. So we're looking at, mostly sunny skies. We'll put it in that vernacular. We did see some of the sun glare along 37 was a pretty stiff shot here this morning. So sunglasses in order. You can see the temperatures are very, very comfortable, very comfy out there into the mid 60s here in New Jersey. A little cooler up towards the northwestern section, obviously getting up towards elevation by High Point into the upper 50s to lower 60s there. Central Park, 64, Flushing, 64, Morris Park at 64, 65 or so in the city. I'd say we're probably pushing numbers now at 746 into the mid 60s. Same thing out towards Long Island. Take a look at the Hudson Valley, up towards Middletown, lower 60s, Monroe, Poughkeepsie, Patterson. So the Delta is not a terrible gradient as far as our temperatures, and the humidity is comfortable. It's a nice crisp start. Maybe hit the boardwalk this morning if you're along the shore. Come out for some pancake breakfast. Head out to IHOP or a local place to get a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese with a little SPK, salt, pepper, ketchup. Up towards Torrington, 50, about, right around 60 or so, into the lower 60s, Bridgeport, over towards New Haven. So here's Johnny's forecast for today. Mix of sun and clouds. So a nice day out there. Not going to lie to you. It's going to be a nice day. Temps into the lower 80s, 82 in Freehold, 83 in Cherry Hill, 82 in Trenton, upper 70s along the shoreline, Cape May, Atlantic City, in towards Seaside Heights, Point Pleasant, going to be 75 to 80 in that area. Same thing along the South Shore, Long Island, South Shores of southwestern Connecticut as well. Going to be in towards the upper 70s. So let's take a look at the rain and storm chances, shall we? The only thing on the board here is potentially a slight chance for a spotty shower, and that will be for tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that is looking good. Let's go to our 7-day weather forecast. 82 today. Spotty shower tomorrow possible at 81. But again, as I mentioned, things start to warm up a little bit here. 85 on Thursday, 88 to 90 on Friday, 87 on Saturday, 86 on Sunday. And then back for our next round of potential showers on Monday at 82. So, this is what we are dealing with. A little bit more summer still hanging in here. We still got, summer still has all the way until September 21st. So, we still have another 5 weeks of it before it's officially fall. But so, setting up to be a nice weekend as well with some nice warmer temperatures. We'll see how the humidity plays out. I think the humidity is going to slowly creep up just a tick up towards Thursday and Friday, but we shall see. So we thank John for the forecast here this morning. We also thank Travels with Darley, this wonderful program on Amazon Prime, PBS Create. Price to change the thing now because it just looks like it's on NJ PBS as well, New Jersey PBS at 3:30s. Looks like weekdays now, starting with the very beginning of the series, season 1, episode 1. So that is super fun there. You can check that out check your local listings for date and time in your area. um, so yeah, so also on Amazon Prime, Wonderum, PBS Create, Innovation TV's Journey. So Darlie is like Miss Worldwide. She's all over the place. Wherever you can find um, TV, Darlie will be on the set. So that is super fun there. Again, you know, her program is one of the best travel programs on the air today. And it really is because of Darlie and her wonderful writing and her entire team of staff and talented photographers and audio and researchers and the whole crew. But it's really the local flavor as you get into, you know, some of these destinations. And she really gives you the best places to adventure, hiking, biking, heading out for a bite to eat, best places to go to dine, fine dining, casual dining, best places to go to, you know, get something to drink, have a nice cocktail. So she covers all the spectrums of giving you the best information around. And it's really that local flavor is what separates her program from everyone else. You know what? I want to bring in her Twitter page, as you can see here. How many travel shows show you about making bagels in Montreal? She says, "Who has better bagels, New York City or Montreal? Trying them out. Watch the video to see my personal pick." Okay. Darlie is a big bagel girl here. She has these bagels she posts up on Instagram like almost every Sunday. She's having a bagel for breakfast. But I would love to know what her workout regimen is, or if there is one, or what, because I mean, she has all this wonderful, super amazing food, and she stays so amazingly in shape. I wonder if she's hitting the gym for like 2 hours or something, or hiking up a mountain or some type. But all that food, it would be very, very tough not to pass up all of this. I mean, look at this. There's that maple, the maple iced coffee with the maple syrup. Looking good. Let's go to, you know, in 2 days' time, Thursday, August 18th, 7 p.m. to 8:30. This wonderful program she will be delivering to Smithsonian Associates, Destination City, St. Louis. Get your tickets here at smithsonianassociates.org. That is an hour lecture on St. Louis. She'll tell you, again, all the local best places to eat, drink, have fun at, and definitely join her for that. Does an amazing job with the lecture and the slideshow presentation. We'll also show some videos. And you may even get a special guest, usually is in order when Darlie does these virtual programs. Again, it's virtual program on Zoom. You don't have to worry about the camera being on. You're not going to, you won't be on camera or in the behind the scenes room or whatever you want, a green room, whatever you want to call it. You won't be in that, but you're just kind of listening in. But you can, participate, and you can certainly leave a comment, question. There's a question and answer period from 8 to 8:30, I should say. And again, talking about the wonderful city of St. Louis. So that's again this Thursday from 7 to 8:30. That is this Thursday, Destination Cities, St. Louis. And we thank Darlie for being a sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so let's get back into the action here this morning. And let's see. And Anna, I apologize because I did see your comment yesterday about Star Trek: The Next Generation, where you're talking about General Hospital. I apologize for not getting that on the air. I must have not clicked on it. I thought I did. And I just, one thing led to the next, so I apologize for that. But yes, Star Trek: The Next Generation is also a very guilty pleasure as well. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, and very excited to see where they take Picard for the last and final season, and also Strange New Worlds, which was outstanding this year. So how is search for a guest host going? It would be very hard to find a substitute who can navigate all the sites that you do. Oh, thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. And Alexandra says, what about having Bernie as a guest host? Bernie is a great person to have as a guest host. I just need to find out. I don't think it's going to happen for Thursday. I think Bernie may be on vacation because I sent him something on Friday and I hadn't heard back from him. So, and he's excellent about responding back. So I have a feeling he's on vacation. He goes up to Vermont to see his grandkids. So that's why I have a feeling he may be on vacation, but just trying to set it up for Thursday. I think we may just be down for the morning. But I'm still going to maybe try to work on getting I have to see if I can do the StreamYard from my phone and see what we can do. Because like I said, I'm going, it's freelance reporting job that I booked. And it's for a pharmaceutical company. On Thursday morning, they're doing their grand opening for a brand new building that they are opening up in beautiful Nutley, New Jersey, right off of Route 3. Probably not too far from Alexandra. She probably knows the old Roche site, the tower right across the street from kind of the TikTok diner in that area, along Route 3. So they're opening up a new building, and I've been hired by the company to do some interviews with their senior executives, and I think the governor is going to be there and so forth. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a busy morning, but I have to be there on site by 7:30. So there's just no way I'm going to be able to fit getting in I got to leave here at like 7. So I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to fit in the show, but I'm going to try to, like I said, do the phone thingy to see if we can do that. That could be kind of fun. Maybe get a review from Dan over at the Roadway Wiz to see how my skills are with the phone in the dashboard. But I have to see if I have to find a holder for the phone. But anyway, I digress. Tegan Elizabeth, yes, love Star Trek, absolutely. Which is your favorite series? Which one would you say would be your favorite, and some of your favorite characters? And Alexandra says, quite familiar with that area. Absolutely. There is also the Shannon Rose there at the Clifton Commons, which is very good. Been there many times. Also, the Mighty Quinn's Barbecue, I think, is across the street. If that's still there, I think it is. TikTok Diner, obviously, just went through a major reno not too long ago. And I'm trying to think what else is in that area. Is the Barnes & Noble still there? Justin says Shannon Rose. Yes, sir. Yes, that's a good place. I think the Barnes & Noble is still there in the Clifton Commons. I'm not sure. I know they've closed a whole bunch of them. But I forgot to. What is it? Let me go back here. I just wanted to show a real quick clip of Darley's program as we get to the top of the hour. This is going to be when she was in France. And we will reconvene here in 2 minutes. So again, this little sample of Travels with Darley, I forgot to show it yesterday. So here you go. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Darley Newman, exploring one of the many storybook villages here in the Alsace region of France. Famous for its wine, Christmas cookies, and delectable cuisine, I'm exploring Alsace's quaint villages with locals as the guides.
So welcome to Egisheim, which is one of the cutest Alsatian villages and the oldest. Most of the houses date of the 16th century.
Heidi, it's like a little storybook village here.
Yes, it looks like the time stopped. But this is really real stuff, huh? We're not in Disney World.
From historic architecture to celebrated cuisine. Hot wine and pretzels.
And here we say bretzel, not pretzel. A monks invented it in the 9th century. It's supposed to be one of the stinkiest French cheese. And it's different. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Merci. Including in Alsace's capital city of Strasbourg, where flavors meld together that may surprise you.
We call our pizza Flammkuchen. And we don't put tomatoes on the pizza. We put cream, we put onions, we put bacon, and sometimes we put our typical cheese, which is the Münsterkäse, Münster cheese.
That's good.
This is the typical Alsatian cake. The name is Kugelhopf with H.
I like that.
Good, huh?
As Travels with Darley takes a river cruise along the Rhine River in France and Germany. This is the life, I'm telling you. Walking through a medieval village, eating some quiche Lorraine, and just enjoying Alsace. Great, now we just need some wine to go with this.
So that's just a little sample of Travels with Darley, again on Amazon Prime, PBS Create, Innovation TV's Journey, and also NJPBS. All right, friends, it's the top of the 8 o'clock hour, and we welcome you. And it'd be nice if you could see me if I don't put the microphone right in front of my face. Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Let's do this. Let's get a little music going here. We welcome the Tri-State Traffic Show here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We thank everyone who is joining us here now this morning on this beautiful and gorgeous. Oh, well, the weather is just absolutely spectacular. I have a fan on. I don't have the air conditioning on now. The window fan. It really is cranking out some nice cool breezes here in the traffic center. So, temps are kind of averaging here into the middle 60s or so. So really a nice start. Under the check of the forecast from our chief meteorologist in training, Mr. Jon Rocco from Rutgers, coming up here at about 15 minutes time or so at 8:15. And join myself, Anna, Alexandra, Tegan Elizabeth, and also my good friend and former colleague, Mr. Justin Godnick, our astute meteorologist that knows Mr. Rocco very, very well. And I think is a big fan of his work, as am I. Also was once part of the Weather Watchers Club there at Rutgers University. This half hour, ladies and gentlemen, is sponsored by the Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery here at 801. CrimeForVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the best place for the greatest ice cream in the land. Head over to beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. 908-722-3000 is the phone number. And I keep looking off camera all over the place the way this program is set up. I gotta try to navigate this just a little bit better. I wonder if these things I get. Oh, new brand. Okay, I think I'm gonna put them in folders. I think it's just easier to negotiate the pictures and things like that. Also the music. And wow, I'm looking a mess here. Holy cow. I don't think the beer is coming back because, like I said, I have that freelance job coming up on Thursday. So this is kind of that's not going to stick around. Going to get the haircut and everything. Gosh, my hair is just it's out of control here. Oh my goodness. Oh my. But anyway, I digress for the 999th and 900th time or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to go back to the incident pages here this morning. Let's close out of Darley stuff in the AM, and we'll go back into our maps. Let's see here. Not a fan of the Shannon Rose. Oh, okay. It's been a couple of years since it's been up there, but all right. So what is your favorite place up in that neck of the woods there, Alexandra? What do you like to frequent? It's funny, I've been up that way a million times, and the Bloomfield Avenue, go like north of Route 3 up there's like that traffic circle getting up towards yes, that's where is that? Is that Allwood or going out to Delawana by the station there? For those not playing at home, don't want to leave you out of the conversation. We'll show you where I'm talking about. This is the traffic circle. Allwood, yeah, I was right. Allwood Road. There's the traffic circle. It's a little amazing that there's still a traffic circle there. It's a fairly busy place, but we are talking about this right in here. The Tommy's Tavern and Tap. That's not too bad as well. Let's see, what did she say? Definitely the TikTok Diner, although we favor a place in East Rutherford. See, that's another place I've never really explored. Scene there. I hear it's supposed to be very good. And this is the Clifton Commons Mall, as we were talking about, where the Shannon Rose is and all that fun stuff. Obviously, there's Rutt's Hut along 21. We could go on a food tour. I'm sure we need to put Justin as our driver. This guy can eat. It's unbelievable. He's like Mikey from the old Life commercials. You know, Mikey will eat it. All right, so let's get back to traffic here now. West on Route 3 is going to be busy at the 46 interchange, 21 up to 20, typical stuff there, 17 both ways here, getting out towards Central Avenue and Rochelle Park. Let's check up on 208. Looks like the road work is completed, so that should be in pretty good shape. Hopefully they do both ways at 208 there, out through Cedar Hill and Ewing, getting ready for the new school season at Ramapo High School. We will continue over towards 80 both ways here. Heavy at 287, so it's 202 in Morris Plains down to Route 10. It's just kind of normal stuff here. 280 both ways here across the Stickle Drawbridge is heavy. West on 78, a lot more of an uptick in traffic on the local side, getting out to 24 west of the Parkway. So, you know, I don't know, I'm kind of seeing a little bit more in the an uptick in traffic in this section of Union and Essex counties here this morning. So I'm not quite sure why, but just more people hitting the road, getting up late. 287 through Edison is fairly busy into South Plainfield. So watch for that between exits 1 through about exits 5. Parkway across the Driscoll Bridge, that is going to be looking good. The Turnpike also is moving just fine. This is the, you know, westbound on 195. We had an issue going east at 130. That's cleared, but the westbound side still fairly heavy here at the Turnpike this morning. Let's continue on down the shore. Parkway is good. Little uptick in traffic north on the Parkway in Brick, out by 89 or so. 72, 70 is fine. 73, 295, Cinnaminson, 130. Burlington Bristol Bridge is good. Pennsylvania extension of the Turnpike is clear. Let's continue on now towards 42 is really crowded out to 168. I was saying to myself, I think there's an accident there, because that should not be as busy as it is. So we go, as my good friend Hank McCallum would go, and anything went wrong. If I could get, you know what, talking about substitutes for, I'd love to get Hank on the show. This guy is, wow. This guy's got some story. He's amazing. Traffic reporter, longtime traffic reporter, has done a lot of radio. Just overall great guy. I should see if I could put that together as well. That'll be a lot of fun to get him and a couple of my former colleagues from my traffic and weather days, if they would be so kind to wake up early and join us on the broadcast. So it looks like we've got something here at 168. Unfortunately, the cameras are not very cooperative, as far as there is nothing in that area. So that looks like it's new. I bet you that gets onto the list here very shortly. Alexander, if you can, maybe let us know some of the best places you like in East Rutherford and Rutherford. Is there any, is there any good dining places in Secaucus, or I don't know. Don't know much about Secaucus itself, although it's not obviously too far from your location out by MetLife. Let's do the Hudson River crossings now, as we're kind of talk about that next here at 8:09. We're on exactly the 1 hour mark now. 1 hour. Lincoln Tunnel, almost 30 minutes there. 15 apiece at the George and the Holland. Something happened there at the Lincoln. Why that's so heavy? It shouldn't be 30 minutes. I think there had to have been something going on in the Lincoln Tunnel. Alexandra says we don't venture to Sea Caucus. Okay. I don't know much about, again, I've only been up that way just a handful of times. So something was going on at the Lincoln Tunnel. May have been just quickly cleared, quickly reported, that kind of a situation. So yeah, you want to avoid the Lincoln if you can. All right, let's go back to the city now. We go to Staten Island, and there is that. First off, let's do the city incident page. Let's see what's cooking. FDR Drive, they're still saying that crash out by the Midtown Tunnel. Midtown Tunnel itself has a broken down vehicle inside the tube. So that's not good for anybody there. Thruway South before the Deegan. New York State New York State Thruway. That's way up there. It's right at the line. I see. So we're going to go to where are we going? To the city cameras there. Check this out. Because I think it's this road work that looks like it's slowly setting up in this area. Yeah, so there it is. That's exactly what they're doing. They're starting to start the process of doing this work. That's going to complete the HOV lane. Finally, they're going to get rid of this here. Although, honestly, the HOV lane is the stupidest thing going across Staten Island. That and onto the Gowanus and the BQE. It's ridiculous because they keep the thing in effect 24/7, which is the most insane thing on the planet. Just makes no sense to me. Just open it up as a general travel lane after the rush hour and on the weekends, just to get some relief. I mean, the LIE out on Long Island, the HOV lane is open to everybody except it's only an HOV lane, I think, from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then from 3 to 8 in the evening. But the rest of the time, it's open for business. That's what they need to do across Staten Island. Just have it open for the morning rush hour from 5 to 9, and then the evening rush hour, have it open from 3 to 7 or 3 to 8. And then the rest of the time, the weekend, just have it as a general travel lane. Just use it. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to have all these people sitting in traffic on the weekend on Staten Island. And, that's just me. I digress, right? But you know what? I think people are just slowing down just to see what's going on because this has escalated fairly quickly. This road work here from what it was even just a couple of days, really from last week, quite honestly. And now they're all the way back through Richmond Avenue. I wonder if they're back towards this side here. No, help if I could actually see something. So eventually, yeah, I think they're going to connect the HOV lane right off the Goethals, and it's just going to continue on. So you're going to come off the Goethals and head right for the HOV lane. And I honestly, in some ways, I wouldn't be surprised that, with all this congestion pricing, that looks like it's more than likely going to be, a thing. So here's the HOV lane here. See how you have to merge over, and that's eventually going to out in this area. I wouldn't be surprised that if it's an HOV lane, during the normal times, as I mentioned, then they turn it into a hot lane, which is a toll, which you would pay to go across Staten Island. It would vary depending on the volume of traffic on the actual expressway. It would vary at certain times of the day. they've seen that before, like in Florida and California and so forth. So problem is a lot of people call it the Lexus lane, because it's, people can afford to use the lane to save a little bit of time because it's $5-6 to go across that island, and it's only going to take you 5 minutes instead of 35 minutes, But anyway, we'll see where that goes. And where it's going to go for us here is we're coming up on 8:15 here in just a brief moment. We will wait for the countdown clock for. But anyway, so that's what the delay is there, because a lot of people looking at that road work. Also, upper level to the Verrazano into Staten Island is heavy with more construction. Inbound Gowanus looks like there's another accident there now being reported. So we'll quickly look at that as we hit the 8:15 mark. Let's take a look at that here this morning. So it's the inbound Gowanus right before 38th Street. I think they're trying to find it. Looking the other way, I don't see anything there. Let's see if this camera has anything. Let's see what this one does. It's jammed there. 24/7 in effect, unless they changed it, unless there's times there. I don't think so. What does it say here? Just curious myself. Minutes to FDR Drive at 34th Street. So to get to the FDR at 34th Street via the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, 30 minutes, 40 minutes via the Brooklyn Bridge, just because you're sitting in the BQE. Disaster there this morning. Okay, so let's go to the Weather Center now and take a look at John's forecast for today. Our chief meteorologist in training, Mr. Jon Rocco, out of beautiful Rutgers University there in Piscataway, New Jersey. Hang on one second, friends. Hang on one second. All right, sorry about that. I just had a quick. So we're looking at mostly sunny skies there this morning. Temps now getting closer towards the upper 60s or so. I'm going to take a quick look at our observation list here this morning. Upper 60s to hovering right around 70. So Johnny is right on the mark. We go to the 5 boroughs. Again, temps 68, 70. Same thing out to Long Island. So the delta there in the variant of the temperatures, the temperature gradient is fairly marginal between 65 and 70. Hudson Valley made a little different story. We're looking at temps getting into the lower 60s here, pretty much across the board. Monticello now reporting in at fair skies and 61. So we've upticked here about 4 or 5 degrees or so. Into Patterson, 65, Yonkers at 68. Let's take a look at beautiful southwestern Connecticut now. Shoreline, a little warmer there, right around 68 to 70 degrees, give or take a degree or so. And Johnny is right on the numbers with his reporting. New Haven coming in at 67. He's got it at 68. Doesn't get any better than that. So nice job, Johnny, as always. All right, so here's John's forecast, mix of sun and clouds for today. Temps going to be into the lower 80s or so, 82, 83. Cooler along the shoreline, the beaches, into the mid to upper 70s through Cape May. Atlantic City over to Seaside Heights into the maybe just around 80 or 81 or so in Islip. Out to the east end, I'm thinking temps are only going to be into the mid 70s at best with that sea breeze there. this morning. And also, temps out that way. Montauk at 68 here already, at 67 in East Hampton. So again, fairly nice day out there today. Can't say much about it really. Fortunately, it's fairly dry, pretty much across the board. Although I did hear, because Johnny sent over the forecast last night, I did hear on the radio that the extreme to east end, Montauk, the Hamptons, whatever, there may be a bit of a rip current advisory. I don't want to say warning because I'm not 1,000% sure, but there was a fairly large storm, not large, but there's the system out to the east, probably about 150 miles offshore off of Montauk and the Hamptons, kind of southeast of that location and pushing northeast. So really up to the northeast. You know what? Let me just show you here really quickly with the radar. It's this in here. So it's fairly big swells coming up here. So just be careful if you're going in the water. I don't know if Justin has any other info on that could maybe shed a little more light onto it here this morning, but for our friends out on the east end. All right, so we are going to go to the 7-day weather forecast at 7:45 as we always do. We want to go to our sponsor now, and that is our good friend Ralph over at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the best place for the greatest ice cream in the land, as Anna has partaked in and says it is outstanding. So that is great news there. And her daughter, lovely daughter, said the same thing. Really like the cotton candy ice cream. That was number one for both of them. So enjoyed a great time at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is going to be the phone number, and follow Ralph on Instagram as well as on Facebook. And you can get all of the information and where to find that. I think it's just Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery on both social media pages there, at his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. Now, again, Ralph has just some of the best ice cream around, really. I mean, you just can't deny it. Chocolate cookies and cream, s'moreo. I mean, look how good all that looks. And again, I didn't eat breakfast this morning, so I'm getting extremely hungry. Triple strawberry. I mean, this stuff is just unbelievable. He also has the peach mango sorbet, which is my personal favorite. Blood orange sorbet, lemon sorbet, which is outstanding as well. They are dairy free, so that is some good news for folks that have some issues with dairy. Also has some sugar free options. He has frozen yogurt. He also has the Dole and the raspberry whip. So there is something for everybody here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. As one of my best friends, Keith, says, if you go in to an ice cream shop, if you go into the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery and you're upset when you leave, then you've got more issues than what's going on in the ice cream shop, because it is just just a very very happy place to be with all this. I mean, you just get the aroma of the ice cream and everything as soon as you hit the front door. It's fantastic. It just has that classic ice cream shop kind of scent when you first walk in. There are some of the great toppings that you can get. The candied walnuts, the fruit, and we also have the peanut butter and the marshmallow kind of drizzle on the top. And Anna, I don't know if I asked you with the cotton candy, did you get a sugar cone or was it a cup or a sundae? I don't know if I asked you that when you were up there last week. There's just some of the sandwich boards there showing the plethora of sundaes and also to-go items, ice cream sandwiches. He has the cupcakes, the brownie pies. So, there is something for everybody, including these wonderful all-occasion cakes. You see the small round there in the center. Also can serve up to a full sheet cake of up to 40 people, which again, I'm pretty excited to see what that would look like. I have not seen one in knowing Ralph for, I don't know now, going on 7-8 years or so. I have not seen one, but let's, since Justin's in the chat room, there is Justin and Ralph. Good looking shot there. Justin and Ralph. And do I have Anna and her daughter? There they are at the wonderful Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, enjoying some of that wonderful cotton candy ice cream. So good stuff there. Outstanding. So again, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. All right, so let's go back to our action here this morning. Want to go? Seems like it's just lighting up all over the place. Let's see here. Okay, so now this belt, not the belt, the southern into the Cross Island. So now this is turned into. Let's see here. Okay, so there's definitely something happening on the Cross Island just north of the southern. You're out by Elmont, out by the arena. So now it went from going to the left at the Belt Parkway, now it's to the right to the Cross Island. It's all banged up there with a crash. But why is this? Oh, I see. I thought this was sort of this is on the opposite side of the belt. This is on the other side. Oh, I see. So this is coming off the southern state. If they move the camera around the other way, I bet you they probably would be able to see it. I knew this was going south, but I just now I see the setup of all of that. Yes, indeed, as Al Linder says, indeed. But you can see what it's doing to traffic. I mean, we're all the way back through Guy Brewer Boulevard. Again, some of that also was the issues out towards the southern state. So definitely a tough ride here for friends getting off of Long Island into Queens this morning. East on the southern state, I think there's a crash there. So let's go to the Long Island incident page, 826, I should say. We're live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter this morning. Southern west at Central Avenue. So they don't even have this accident yet on the southern state. Where is it? I just had it. Hold on. Out by Nassau Road. It's right in here. Grand Ave. Let's go to 21. Don't see anything. $19, $20, $21. I'm thinking they're just thinking it's just some slow traffic, but there may have been something earlier going east there. Okay. Really starting to see a lot of volume out here this morning. West in the LIE is heavy here at the connector. West on the northern state, really busy into the Wantagh. West on the LIE 135, that's going to be heavy. The southern state going west, pretty busy both ways into 135. A lot of volume out here this morning. I wonder if, I don't know, maybe people just trying to take the rest of the week off or what the story is. LIE here in Vets Highway is busy. Sunrise Highway 347, 25 is good. Out to the east end, Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton, East Hampton, all is in pretty bad shape. Ton of traffic there. As you make your way out to the east end. Let's go to Connecticut because this Merritt Parkway is escalated fairly quickly. If I had to take a guess, that 95 looks like there may be some issues in here, but let's take a look. 1911, 9 through 5. No accidents, though. And then 46, 42, 40, 35. So just our normal delays, Trumbull into Fairfield. And as you come into Route 7 through Darien, connecting the dots through Stamford out by 7. And then the Marriott is heavy here. Going to be at Route 7 this morning. North on the Hutch, we're still pretty jacked up here, getting up towards North Street and maybe slowly easing out. The Cross County Parkway is fine. That looks in pretty good shape. Northern Bronx is moving fine. On the Bruckner up to Pelham Parkway is busy. West on the Cross Bronx, 70 at the Bronx River. Same thing with southbound Bruckner. Deegan into Willis is busy. And then both ways up towards the Cross Bronx is heavy. The approach in the RFK Triborough is still a bit onto the brakes. The Midtown Tunnel is about 45 minutes now because of that broken down vehicle that was in the tunnel here. Looks like that may have been cleared, but let's verify that. Let's see here. Midtown Tunnel. They're still saying there's a problem. Yeah, that's pretty ugly. All right, so this half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. Darley-Newman.com is her website for more information. We'll talk to you more about, again, Destination City St. Louis coming up at 8:45. So that Midtown Tunnel is a real thorn in your side here now. That could be pushing 45 minutes onto into Midtown. So if you can get over to the Ed Koch, which is picking up a lot of extra traffic as well, that's about 20 to 25 here this morning. Fact is, let's show you the East River Crossings camera block. We'll show you what that looks like here. So that's the Battery Tunnel in the center. Manhattan Bridge. Sorry, Brooklyn Bridge looks clear. So is Manhattan Bridge. Manhattan Bridge, lower roadway is fine. Williamsburg Bridge, really jammed there on the inner roadway. And there's the approach to the Midtown Tunnel. They've zoomed the camera in, but it's just a mess. And you can see the Queensboro Bridge picking up all the alternate volume here for the upper level. Look at that. Oof-ah. Again, HOV lanes are in effect there this morning. And it's interesting with the HOV lane at the Queensboro Bridge, when you come off Queens Boulevard and what's the other street? Thompson Street, I think it is. There's actually a traffic agent who they will not let you make the right-hand turn to get onto this ramp, because this is actually the outbound side. This is actually coming back into Queens. They open it up to go into the city. They reverse the traffic, but there's a officer that stands right at the entrance to this ramp, and they will look in your car to see if you have 3 or more people. And if you don't, they wave you off. It's old school. That's about as old school as it gets right there. So they're, they don't fool around with that. Trust me, I tried to many times to try to get in that lane just before the HOV restriction kicked in. Most of the time successful, other times, east on the LI is heavy here at the Clearview. Let's go over to, man, there's a lot of red out here this morning. Man, there's just a ton of stuff. South on the Thruway, a little bit busy here at the Palisades, and the east on 287 into White Plains is awfully crowded. Let's finish the Hudson Valley because I'm going to go back to New Jersey. I'm seeing a couple things I don't like. 1784, the Thruway is good. 84, we're fine. Lake Carmel on into Brewster. West on 84 is fairly busy there at 684. Here it is, the 17 situation. I think, yeah, it looks like there may be something here by Upper Saddle River Road or Allendale Road. There, let's see if DOT has put up anything on the list, and there it is. That's a broken down vehicle there. Wow, this just exploded here this morning. Oof-ah. All right, so the 42 crash we knew about here by 168. 17, there's the broken down vehicle by Allendale Avenue. Broken down vehicle on the George upper levels. Look for that. Parkway, north of 144, 287 by exit 2. There's a crash. 42, another crash here north just before 295 in the Aljo curve. And the crash investigation still east on 37. So we got a lot cooking here in New Jersey. So let's go to the 287 issue, which is backing up onto southbound 440. 440. There it is. Yahtzee. So that's at the exit for 27, it looks like. And again, there's barely a shoulder there. You can't even call it. I mean, you look, you get a motorcycle on that shoulder, let alone a police cruiser, and they've tucked in fairly nicely behind this retaining wall here. But yeah, and looks like involving maybe a dump truck of some type. So that is not a good scene. We will take it over to, yeah, look at this, by Route 1. Piled high. And this is by 514. That's getting into 287 this morning. That is going to be a big old mess. So that's going to be right. So we know about the broken down vehicle there. 287 job. It's going to be right in here. So coming off the Parkway, be careful getting on the 440, heading south into 287 north, out by Route 1. If you're trying to get on to 287 north off of Route 1 or get on north of 27. I don't think so. It's only going south. Look for that. We got our Parkway issues. We want to talk to you that area. Again, folks, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Post up a comment, say hello. Let's know where you're hailing us from this morning. Let us know what you'd like us to talk about. Okay, so now these cameras. Oh, there we go. There it is, north going into 144. Close out of it. This computer is so slow, slow. Parkway there. No, we don't want any of those. Yeah, so this is just before 280. Let me see if the camera overpass at 280. No, they got it facing the wrong way. This one doesn't even work. So I get a little H2O coming up on the hour and a half mark now. Oh, that tastes good. Let's see here, friends. So yeah, so nothing. There's definitely an accident, just that I can't see it. So it looks like it's probably just before the exit for Route 280. Just in this area here, just before you come up that whole area of construction. So that's north on the Parkway is all banged up there. 78 west of the Parkway is heavy local side heading out to Route 24. That's par for the course. Looking at some delays here. East on 287 out of Denville into Parsippany. West of 280 is going to be a slow ride. South on 15 is starting to hit the brakes there into Route 80. Again, there's just a lot of volume out here this morning, and I can't figure out where everyone is going here in the middle of summer. 202, a little busy here through the Somerville traffic circle, out through Somerville and into Bridgewater, out to Route 22. The turnpike, though, through Middlesex County, looking good. Route 9, little busy here this morning. Coming up towards the Costco, I think it's just into the traffic lights. Nothing there. Hazlet 36, 35. Parkway is good. Route 18 is in quiet shape. 195 is fine. I wonder if we'll start to see some of that eastbound 138 volume coming up in about another 15, 20 minutes. Everyone trying to get out to the beaches. Point Pleasant Beach, 35, also looking good. Lavalette. The 37 issue is where I wanted to navigate to next to see if they were, now the sun is at a different angle. Let's see here. Come on. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's wow, I wonder really wonder what happened here coming to Hooper Avenue. I mean, there's a lot of cones out there. I'm thinking maybe it's emergency construction, maybe a down utility pole, but only the left lane is open. That's a pretty big deal here, folks, coming east of the Parkway now. Let's go into that area right there. Again, not what you're expecting going when you come off the Parkway. You can hit all this traffic into Hooper Avenue. Wow. Oh, pardon me. Just had a quick stretch there. Didn't have any breakfast this morning. I don't know why I didn't do that, but throw the pillow at the alarm. Anyway, you're at what time? We're at 8:40. Okay. So let's see now. So that's the 37 issue. We know the stuff about the Parkway. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings. We'll check in with our numbers there at the George, see how that broken down of vehicles affecting the ride there. Not really. It's still only about 15 for the George. Still a half an hour at the Lincoln, and 10 to 12 there at the Holland. So I don't know what's going on at the Lincoln Tunnel, and why those numbers just don't feel like they're the same numbers that we just looked at not too long ago. Certainly possible, but the exact population of numbers. This is that 42 crash that we talked about earlier, getting through Gloucester Township into 168. And again, 55 is really jammed into 42, trying to get yourself onto 76. The Turnpike, though, is good, 73. Delaware River crossings are fine, 55, 322 AC Expressway, the Parkway, Seattle City, Avalon, Wildwood, and Cape May is rolling along very, very well. Let's continue on now over to westbound on 24. Is busy here by the mall at Short Hills. That's just kind of normal stuff for the morning ride. Bay Extensions from Sunglair at 14. Again, the Skyway heavier than the Bay Extension for the Holland Tunnel, 78 440. That's good. Let's check in with transit. We haven't that in some time. As we wait for the page to load up here this morning. Let's see here. Got Maine Bergen, still about 15 to 30 there. Thing. So we go to Morrison Essex. Is going to operate now the 741. So that's already en route. Path alerts. This out. General Store Concourse elevator. Okay, nothing there. Let's go to the MTA. Still some C&E delays there. Address the signal problem at 14th Street. Still ongoing. Go to the rails this morning. Metro North is on or closed, but expect some delays still, averaging 5 to 10 minutes because of a track condition in one of the East River tunnels. About that. Sorry about that. I think you just heard me clear my throat. Pardon me. Wow. I don't know. I should probably shut the fan off. I feel like I'm getting the pollen kind of coming downwind here. So that's the transit situation here at 8:43. You got 2 minutes to get to John and the in our weather here this morning. So Classic TV, anybody up for it? Let's see if we can take a look at the Major League Baseball again. Yankees are really on a skid here. Wow, they are really 72 and 44. So I think they're like a game behind the Astros for the home field in the American League now. Again, remember there's 3 wild card teams. Let's see. 72. So like they're like 3 games behind. Wow. Interesting. Okay. National League now. Mets are at 75 wins. Again, they lost yesterday, so it brings it 4.5. I mean, this could make or break the season too for the Mets too with the Braves. If some stroke of bad luck they lose the 4-game set, there'll be half-game lead. Interesting. By blowing out the Mets last night, the Braves got a lot of confidence, and the games are in Atlanta too. Dodgers, did they ever lose? 80 wins already. Wow. That is crazy stuff. Justin, don't get me started. Yes, Yankees. I hear you. Oh yeah, it's brutal. How can you let this go like this? Almost like they're phoning it in now. Yeah, that's what it kind of feels like, right? It just seems like there's no spark. There's no energy. It's just, I mean, we both know it's a very long season, but, just doesn't seem like they're just showing up at all. Like there's just no hitting at all. I mean, well, we'll see. So better to slide now in August when you have still time to make a course correction, and not in the second week of September where you don't have much time to put it all together. But the guy who puts it all together always for us is our chief meteorologist in training, Mr. Jon Rocco from Rutgers University. He's the president of the Weather Watchers Club. We thank Johnny for the forecast for today. So, mostly sunny out there. Bring along the sunglasses for the ride. Take a look at our temperatures. We're well into the upper 60s to right around 70 in New Jersey. Same thing into the 5 boroughs. 70 in Flatbush, 70 in Flushing, and 70 up towards Morris Park. Same thing out towards the island. Temps here around, upper 60s to just around 70. Again, that delta is really not terribly deviant here until you get up towards, Hudson Valley, where you're looking at temps into the mid 60s. So there's probably a good 6-7 degrees difference there. Yonkers, a little bit warmer, around 68. We go to Torrington, up towards about 64 now, 68 in New Haven, 66 in Hartford, and 66 in Waterbury. Let's take a look at the 7-day. Well, we get to the 7-day forecast in a minute, but this is the forecast for today. Mix of sun and clouds out there. Temps into the lower 80s across the board in Freehold at 82, 83 in Central Park, 81 in Islip, 77 WABC degrees in Cape May. And, shore beaches are going to be a little bit cooler, probably not even getting out of the 70s. I would imagine meteorologist Justin Godnick will agree with me on that. So 82 in New Haven here this morning. Let's take a look at, John's forecast for potential rain. Slight chance for a spotty shower tomorrow. Really, that's going to be about it. Thursday, Friday, Saturday is in good shape. And here's your exclusive 7-day weather forecast for the Tri-State Traffic Show. 82 today. Again, possibly a shower tomorrow at 81. Then we warm up a little bit here, 85 on Thursday. And then we get closer to 90 here, 88 to 90 on Friday. We'll see if somebody puts up a 9-0, a 9 or 0 on the board for Friday. But 87 on Saturday, 86 on Sunday, and then 82 cools off a little bit on Monday. And that's really our next shot at some rain. And, friends, we certainly need the rain. It is just really, really rough out there as far as our water situation. I'm hoping that I'm going to see if John maybe towards the end of the week can maybe put in the drought monitor page that he had up last week, which I thought was very, very helpful. If John has admitted, maybe you can record something, maybe just even if he doesn't have time to do the full forecast, but maybe something with the drought, which would be really, I think, very helpful. It's brutal out there. No question about that. Right? See what we want to do. Let me bring on the slide there. We want to talk about Travels with Darley. She's the sponsor of this half-hour programming. Travels with Darley. You can watch her show on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonderum, Innovation TV's Journey. Also, New Jersey PBS is another location now that her show is now being shown from season 1, episode 1, which was yesterday, Guadalupe and the Caribbean. Today, I believe, is Maryland's South Shore, or Maryland Shores, I believe is what the program today is. 3:30 Eastern time for those watching outside the tri-state area. New Jersey PBS is the place to go. Get Darlie travels the world for, to show you some of the best places to eat, drink, adventure. Does a lot of history as well, and a lot of the destinations that she heads to. Right now, she is in Canada, in Montreal. She may have come home by now, but I'm not sure. So, filming the 10th anniversary season of Travels with Darlie. And again, what separates her show from everyone else's is really the local flavor of the destination that she is in. Really gets you the best places to eat, drink, really talks to all of the locals. That's the whole theme of the show, is the locality of it. I would say a slogan from my former employer, but I don't want to get sued by them for saying it, so I won't say it. But Justin, I think, knows maybe where I'm going when I'm talking about local. If he wants to type it in the comments, go ahead, but I'm not going to say it because I'll probably get a lawsuit thrown on, a cease and desist or something stupid like that. But anyway, it's that local flavor that really sets her program apart from everyone else. Speaking of programs, Darlie is going to be talking about this, about St. Louis, this wonderful program she puts together, this evening lecture, and also a Q&A that is going to be on St. Louis Destination Cities from Smithsonian Associates. That is coming up this Thursday from 7 to 8:30. So get your tickets here on the website. $25 for members, $30 for non-members. It's a Zoom link, basically. That's all it is. It's just a Zoom call. Your camera won't be on. Your microphone will not be on, but you kind of just be kind of a fly on the wall type situation where you'll be able just to just watch the program. She does an hour lecture, does an outstanding job. Slides are great. Her presentation is fantastic. And sometimes she'll have some special guests to kind of reinforce what she says, kind of reinforce everything that is, that she does in the lecture. So, and then the question and answer, you just type it in the chat room, the comments, and so forth. And she will do her best to answer your questions there on St. Louis. Once again, SmithsonianAssociates.org is the place to go. Check out Darlie's social media, Instagram, as well as on Twitter. I'm sure she'll be promoting that probably starting sometime today. I'm thinking she is probably back in New York City because that's usually home base there for these lectures. But we'll see. She may be on the road as well. You don't know until you find out, until you tune in. 7 p.m. to 8:30, Destination Cities, St. Louis, that evening lecture and the Q&A. And we thank Darlie for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, friends, we've got about another 10-15 left in the broadcast. Let's see if you want to, post up a comment here, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. You kind of drive the show. Where would you like us to go here this morning? I just have to go back to the New Jersey page because that was really starting to get hard hit here with a lot of stuff all happening at the same time. Still continues. So now a crash on the lower level of the George at the toll plaza, and then St. George's Avenue here in Linden is now being reported. St. George Avenue being reported shut. Looks like just before Warrenco Park in both directions there. So if you can come over to Elizabeth Avenue is going to be a better option for you. Trying to get yourself through Roselle and Linden here this morning. So again, that's on St. George Avenue. Trying to get yourself into basically really Elizabeth is what it comes down to here in the AM. That is again on St. George Avenue out by Warnenko Park. That is going to be shut in both directions there. We'll see how that plays out. We've got this 37 investigation where I think it's emergency construction because as you see this camera, well, now this is all cleared. So it may have just cleared up now because this had all traffic cones here this morning. So I think it was more for a down utility pole, but this is all open now. So they may have just cleared this. Let's just refresh. That may come off the list here momentarily. And then north on the Parkway is really the other big area of concern. We are back to 78 now, going north again, north on the Parkway at 144. We've got a crash taking at least one lane, possibly two. So that's a tough spot. There's really no shoulder as well. West on 78, it's heavy on the local side, getting out towards Route 24. Yeah, let's go down the shore very quickly. The 287 issues here continue with some heavy traffic. But I think our crash has been clear. But you know what? While we're here, let's go to the cameras. Let's just take a look here at 27. That's the camera we saw the accident on. No, it's still there. There's some flashing lights kind of tucked in here behind this little retaining wall and shoulder. I guess that's probably a good spot for it. So yeah, so that's a little banged up there. Parkway is good, 195, Turnpike 295, 29, Trenton Tunnel is clear, 42. Looks like our crash is cleared here in the Deptford area as you come into 168. Same thing on 55 in towards 42. Let's take a look at the Parkway, Barnegat, Stafford, Little Egg, Harbor Township, Beach Haven, Atlantic City, Somers Point, Ocean City, Seattle City, Avalon, Wildwood, Cape May. So again, that is all in good shape. All right, so we're going to retire here, New Jersey, for the morning. Just going to talk to you about 17. You're still tied up here in Allendale Avenue, and that's all because of a broken down vehicle. So give yourself some additional travel time here this morning. Let's go to the incident page on the city side of things. That FDR Drive, they're still saying that crash is there. I think that's long gone. I just don't think that the page I just don't think the page actually populated and updated here this morning. Midtown Tunnel looks like they finally cleared up that broken down vehicle. That's still about 30 plus minutes. The Ed Koch is about 15 to 20 because it picked up a lot of the extra volume. Williamsburg Bridge picking up more volume here as people headed down the BQE instead of going for the Midtown Tunnel. So that's about 15 minutes there. South on the BQE, heavy all the way from the LIE all the way into the Brooklyn Bridge. The inbound side of the Gowanus is a mess, getting all the way through Industry City onto the BQE. Upper level to the Verrazano is heavy back into Staten Island. East on the Expressway, heavy now from 440 into Bradley Avenue. The Bell Parkway through Brooklyn, surprisingly, is good. East on the belt is heavy into the Cross Island because of this crash still being worked on here just north of the Southern State Parkway. That is still working both ways, though. The Van Wyck through Hillside Avenue is a mess. East on the Grand Central, looks like we have an accident here at the Kew Gardens, right at the Jackie Robinson. East on the Grand Central, heavy at the Clearview, and the LIE is heavy here from Casino Boulevard in to the Clearview. Cross Island after that is going to be looking good. South on the Cross Island is heavy out to Bayside Marina. North on the Whitestone Expressway, busy up to the bridge. The Throgzek and Whitestone are fine. FDR Drive is heavy here at the RFK. Both ways, the Deegan is pretty busy here at the Bruckner. South on the Deegan through the long-term construction is fairly busy. West across Bronx is heavy as you navigate into the Bronx River Parkway. Friends, the upper portions of the Bronx are fine, but north on the Bruckner is still pretty heavy here at Pelham Parkway. All right, so let's retire the city for the AM. Both ways of the southern here at the Wantagh, Meadowbrook, just a ton of volume here. Lots of sluggish traffic. Same thing west on the LIE from 45 into 41. And then from 40 over to 39 is busy. The northern state, a ton of traffic here in 106, 107. Wantagh State Parkway is really busy. Just a lot of folks out there today. Southern state looks good as you cross into Suffolk County. LIE, just some minor pockets of volume here into Vets Highway. Sunrise Highway is good. 347 Wisconsin Highway is clear. Sunrise 25 is clear onto Riverhead. East on Sunrise Highway is heavy. Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton. It's got to be absolutely beautiful out here this morning throughout the Hamptons with this weather. Absolutely stunning, right? Southwestern Connecticut. Let's jump in here this morning. Check out the vibe. The Merritt Parkway still fairly busy through Fairfield. Then south of Route 7 is busy. Let's go south on 95 is heavy here from 17 down to 11. But I think there's an accident here north. I would say somewhere anywhere between right around exit 9. See if the old man still got it. 95, 6 and 10 incident between 9 and 10. Yahtzee. The old man still got it. Let's see here now. Towards exit 9. So there it is on the left at 8. There it is through 9. There's the crash here. Closer to the Darien rest area. Closer to 10. There it is with the right lane blocked. But our delays go back as far as 5. Yeah, I'd say about 5 to 9. I'm going to run you about another 10 minutes or so. But what we can do? We can do this. Travel times list. See what we can see here this morning. We go to 95 north. Check that out. Real time with Bill Maher. So what should take you 17 minutes now 34 minutes. So about double, about 20 minute, about a 20-minute backup here this morning, coming up from exit 2 into 15. So take it for what it's worth. Give yourself that extra time here this morning, especially if you're coming in from, Westchester County. Let's go through the Long Island incident page. Just want to make sure that we didn't miss anything. That's still Southern State westbound between the shoulders blocked there up at the Robert Moses Causeway. Let's go to the Hudson Valley. List here. Extensive. Taconic north. The shoulder is out in LaGrange. Mid-Hudson Bridge. All lanes are open. There's an accident at the east end. Thruway south before the Palisades. There's a crash. Let's go there with our cameras. Check this out now. Palisades. That's a good camera. Really see a lot there, right? Oh, gosh, that's an ugly camera. That looks like 2G. Whatever it is, I think has either been cleared off to the shoulder or just gone completely. So I'm not going to stay on that terribly. Hutch is busy here at North Street. 287 East and White Plains is busy. Again, just a minor backup into that Palisades. Let's see what's going on here on 17. Or Route 6, I should say, East and Curious Joel. Coming into 208. So that's eastbound on Route 6 or southbound Route 6 out of Chester. Look for a crash there. 84 Beacon Bridge, the thruway is good into Brewster. West on 84 is still a little gummed up there, getting into 684. 684 is good shape down to Katona, Bedford Hills, into Purchase. All right, friends, I think that is just about going to do it here for us on the Tri-State Traffic Show. You know what? Let's do the Hudsons here, see what that lower roadway, the George, looks like. We know we had some issues there earlier. So still about 10, about 15, 24 now at the Lincoln, 10 at the Holland. So that's coming down. So that's some good news. Let me go back to the MTA just to check out what our situation is here this morning. C&E still have some delays. 14th Street, so watch for that. Rails expect delays 5 to 10 because of some issues in one of the East River tunnels. Let's do our shameless self-promotion. Come on. What is going on here? Okay. I guess I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. So, again, our goal is to get 200 subscribers in 200 days. We'll see where we're at now. 106 subscribers, so that's great. Please pass it along to all your friends if you can. Just have them subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show here on YouTube. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps myself and Johnny out in the traffic center, in the weather center as well, I should say. Yeah, if you can, just please pass it along to all your friends and let everybody know about the Tri-State Traffic Show here on YouTube. Throw up a subscribe, hit the notification, the bell notification there. It'll let you know when we're live. Certainly helps us out here once again in the traffic and weather centers, respectively. Also, please like our Facebook page at Tri-State Traffic Show. Again, we're going for 200 subscribers in 200 days. So we need, what do we need now? 94 more subscribers. You need to find 94 more people just to hit the subscribe button. Can we do it in 200 episodes? So we're already at 72 episodes. So we've got a little work to do. Again, the episodes are going to come quick and fast. So, we are 128 episodes away from 200. So let's see if we can get that 200 mark a lot sooner than that, right? Maybe try it in 100 episodes. We should have a giveaway for 100 episodes, right? But, let's get up into that 200 mark if we can. And then we just continue to grow from there. As Dan told me, it took him a while to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark, but it'll happen. It'll happen in just a matter of time. So, we just need some help from all of you. If you can, please subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show here on YouTube. So we thank you, everybody, for all the support you always give us here on the big broadcast, especially our great friends, Alexandra and Anna, who join us each and every morning. They're our moderators in our chat room. Also want to thank them here this morning. Also thank Tegan Elizabeth for joining us, as well as meteorologist Justin Godnick for joining the conversation about the Yankees just going basically down the drain fairly quickly, but we shall see. But again, it's good that they're doing it now and not into the middle of September. We also want to thank Darley from Travels with Darley. Make sure you take a look at that program and get some tickets there for the SmithsonianAssociates.org. That is the program on St. Louis coming up on Thursday evening. That is from 7 to 8:30, 7 to 8:30 on Thursday evening. So head to SmithsonianAssociates.org for more information and to get tickets there. You can also go to her website, darley-newman.com. Follow her on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. I'm sure she'll be posting up links, reminding everybody about the program as well on Thursday. We also thank the best ice cream shop in the country or even the world, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com for more information. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. In beautiful historic Cranford, New Jersey, 22 North Avenue West, right across from the Cranford train station. Get out and enjoy some wonderful ice cream as Anna and her daughter, as well as Justin and his wonderful family, have enjoyed the offerings there at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. All right, so with that said, also just a programming note, once again, tomorrow we are going to be only going till about 8:30. Have an appointment. I have to be about a half an hour ride away at 10 a.m. So we're going to wrap up a little bit early tomorrow at 8:30. And then Thursday, again, mark the calendars. We'll see if I can get the camera to work. We'll kind of do the commute for you along the Garden State Parkway and Route 3 on Thursday morning. But again, it will not be a traditional full show. We'll skip that and wait till Friday because I have this freelance reporting job that I am booked for Thursday morning. So I have to be on site. The call time is 7:30. So I have to leave here by like 6:45 or so just to make sure that that the traffic guy doesn't get stuck in traffic, right? That would be a real oxymoron there. But hopefully we'll be able to take you along for the ride, and we'll see how that goes. But again, will not be a traditional show on Thursday, so just make a note of that. All right, so with that said, have a terrific Tuesday. Get out and enjoy this wonderful weather, and we'll see you tomorrow.